What is going on, guys? Horizon here, and today we are talking about kickoffs. Kickoffs are a vital part of this game. They can be the difference between winning and losing. Yet, so many people just throw themselves into a 50-50 without even thinking about it. Then, they wonder why they concede so many kickoff goals. So, what should your strategy be on kickoff? Well, before we talk about that, let's briefly take a look at all of the ways a kickoff can go. Alright, so we're in free play and we got the kickoff set up. Now, all in all, I want to say there's about 9 ways that this ball could go on kickoff. Number 1, it just kind of sits here. Doesn't really move, might move right or left, but more or less just stays in the middle, so it just kind of kills. Option number 2 is it goes to one of the 2 sidewalls. Either one will work, but it could go to one of the 2 sidewalls. Option 3 is it goes to one of the 4 corners. Any of them. Could be any of the 4 corners. And option 4, and probably the one people are the most scared of, is it goes right straight towards one of the goals. So those are really all the options. You got the 1 option of it killing, 2 options of the 2 sidewalls, 4 options of one of the corners, and the 2 options of the 2 goals. So all in all, about 9 ways that the ball can go off of kickoff. So now that we've covered where the ball can go on kickoff, it's also helpful to understand where your teammates can go. Number 1, they could choose to just stay in net and not move at all, just stay here and chill out and see what happens. Number 2, they could run out for the corner boost and then go on from there, so then grab the corner boost. Number 3, they could decide to cheat up on the kickoff, wait for your touch, and to see where the ball goes and play it from there. So you got the 9 ways the ball can go on kickoff, and you got the 3 things your teammates can do on kickoff. So back in the day, the debate was, on kickoff, should you go for the corner boost, or should you stay in goal? Those were the 2 options if you weren't going for the kickoff. And recently, I've been seeing a lot of posts that have been advocating for players to stay in net on kickoff. Now, let me be the first to say, and pay very close attention to this, don't do that. Whoever told you to stay in goal during kickoff, just slap him upside the head. No, do not stay in goal. Now why? Why shouldn't you stay in goal? Well, to better understand this, I think it will make more sense to take a look at a replay. Alright, so I got this replay all queued up here. Now we are going to take a look at what would happen if we decided to stay in net here rather than either going for boost or cheating up. So let's see what happens in this play. So we see that out the gate we go for corner boost, and let's pause it right here. Alright, so let's just take a look at where we are positionally, because if we had stayed in net, we'd still be back right around there. Currently, our teammate has won the kickoff pretty favorably actually. We are in a really good spot. And with us having gone for corner boost, we have 100 boost, and we're able to move up on offense. So we're in a good boost spot, we're in a decent position, and we're pretty much going to be in a 2v1 against this last man back. Now I will say that, inevitably, if we had cheated up here, we would be in an even better position, because we probably could have just swooped around and scored this ball. However, in the current look, it's still better to have either gone for boost over there and have a full tank moving up, or have cheated up, than it would have been to be all the way back there with very little boost. And now, let's say this kickoff had not gone as favorably. What would this have looked like if, say, this ball had either gone into one of our corners? Well, if we're all the way back here, and that ball is in one of our corners, or has gone to the sidewall, we have given up the control of the entire field, pretty much, to the other team. Because let's say this ball has gone into that corner. This guy is coming over here, he's probably going to snag this boost and is just going to turn. Now, all of a sudden, Steve Harvey here is out of the play, and I'm in a 2v1 against these guys, because I chose to stay back here. And if I chose to stay back here, I'm facing this with all of 33 boost, because I might have time to sprint out here and grab this. Depending on how hard that ball is coming kicking off these walls, we're in a terrible spot. At least, if I've cheated it out to here and I've gotten this boost, I have 100 boost to make a play. Or, if I've cheated up, I have time, probably, to rotate back and pick up some pads on my way, and I'm probably back here with like 50 to 60 boost, instead of just sitting here flat-footed with no momentum with 33. So that should give you an idea on why you really shouldn't just sit in net on kickoff. So now that we've covered what you should be doing when you're not the guy challenging the ball on kickoff, let's talk a little bit about what you should be doing when you are challenging the ball. When you're the one going for kickoff, your goal, no matter what position your teammate's in, is to put the ball in a place that is beneficial for your team. And the problem a lot of people have with kickoffs is they don't think about it at all. They just drive forward and fly into this with absolutely no thought about where the ball is going to go. And I mean, who can blame them, right? It's a 50-50. The ball is going to go wherever it wants. However, you'll see as you push into higher ranks that is not the case. People at higher ranks have a very good ability of pushing this ball exactly where they want it to go. So with that in mind, you need to make sure that you are putting this ball in a safe place no matter what your teammate's doing. Thankfully, pretty much everywhere you can put the ball is a safe place except for pretty much two things. One of them is very obvious, and that is having it fly directly into your net. However, it is highly unusual and very unlikely that this is a problem. The more common issue, and I'm sure we've all experienced, right? We go to challenge kickoff, we take the 50, and the ball just kind of dies. It just kind of rolls like off to the side here, and the other team had a player cheating up, and they come flying in and they score on us right away, right out the gate. That can be really frustrating and very painful, because you turn around and you just see your teammate coming flying back from the corner trying to make a save. And in the moment, you're probably thinking, oh, why is he gone for boost? Why is he not cheating up, or why is he not in the net? In reality, what you should be thinking is, oh gosh, why have I just set the ball up for them when I have no idea what my teammate is doing? Because truth of the matter is, your teammate can do any of the three things. They can simply just sit here, they can go for the corner boost, or they could push up to challenge the ball with you. Regardless of what they're doing, especially on the first kickoff of a game, since you have no clue what they're doing, you need to make sure that that ball does not kill in the middle. There's games that you can kill the ball in the middle, and your teammate might have cheated up. In which case, that's a great feeling. That's wonderful. You got an easy goal right out the gate, and it's not a problem. However, if they haven't cheated up, killing the ball puts them in a pretty rough spot no matter what. Your job as the person going for kickoff, especially when you don't know what your teammate is doing, is to put that ball in the safest place possible. Do not let it just sit in the middle of the field, because that is absolutely not a safe place. Now, luckily, as the game goes on, you'll be able to kind of adapt the strategy. Because, after the first kickoff, you can turn around and see, oh, okay, my teammate cheated up. So now if I kill the ball, I'm imagining he'll probably be there. Or, if you see them go for corner boost, you can go, oh, alright, well they went for corner boost, so now I know not to kill the ball in the middle because they probably won't be there. In reality, the safest place you can put this ball is back to one of your two corners. Now, why is that the safest place? Well, let's look at where your teammate could be sitting. If your teammate's sitting in net, and that ball comes back to the corner, no matter what, they're going to be first to this. Because the person that went for kickoff on the other team is going to be pretty much out of boost, and will have to go pick some up. And the other team's player, even if they are at midfield, this ball is now significantly closer to your backman than it is to either of the other team's players. If your teammate's gone for boost, let's say they've come out here, they're in a position to make a play off of a ball that's coming off of anywhere around here. Of course, depending on your skill level and depending on how fast the ball is coming into the corner, you might have some problems, but realistically, you should be able to make a play on a lot of balls that are coming into the corner if you're already in the same corner as the ball. If your teammate's in the opposite corner, they also have a pretty easy play to just circle around and get control of the ball this way. Ideally, if you can control the ball enough, you want to roll the ball back into the corner you came from. So if I'm going on kickoff from here, I want this ball to go back that way. So if I can, I want to get a hit on the side of my car with it angled successfully, and it's going to hit off my car and go back that way. It's what I'm going for. If the person going for kickoff can successfully get the ball to roll back to the corner behind them, it is even more beneficial if the person who is not going for kickoff goes for the corner boost behind the person going for kickoff. Statistically, it is much more likely that no matter where the person's coming from, the ball is going to end up going back behind them. And if you're in the corner, sitting back behind them, and this ball comes rolling back to you, you're like, oh, sweet, free ball, this is exactly what I want. And you can make some kind of crazy play, maybe. Or you can at least bang it away to the other side of the field, which gives you a lot of field presence. So that should kind of give you a good rundown of how you should be handling kickoffs, especially on the first one of a solo queue game when you don't know what your teammate's doing. Just make sure, for the love of all that is holy, don't sit in net, number one. Either cheat up, or if you're gonna go for the corner boost, go for the corner boost behind the person going for the kickoff. And if you're going for the kickoff, do not let that ball kill in the middle. Because your teammate can make a play on a ball going anywhere else, except for the one killing in the middle if they're not there. And you cannot assume that they are gonna be there. So that's just kind of my thoughts on kickoffs in general. It's kind of the strategy I've been using for a long time. I always end up going and just trying to kill the ball back to my own corners. If you guys have any other thoughts on kickoffs or want to have any discussions, feel free to toss those down in the comments below. I'd love to talk about it and just kind of see what you guys are thinking and what your kickoff strategies are. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.